And we're live from New York. No, live from Savannah, Georgia. Actually, Savannah, Illinois. It's Saturday night. This is live streaming. Nobody up yet. But taking advantage of the free internet. Woo! So we had a really good time today. Left Illinois at 6:30 in the morning. Drove all the way to Des Moines, Iowa. Sat there and got to the Senior Olympics. Threw discus. Stopped at the Bass Pro Shop in Altoona, Iowa. And had dinner at Uncle Buck's Fish Grill. It was a really good time. And then we moseyed on here to Savanna, Illinois.
It has the bowling alley inside.
Yeah, it has a bowling alley inside. So perfect place to take, the whole family. Kids they can throw balls and that. And you guys eat good food and have good drinks. Really good time. And then we came out here to Poopy's pub out here in Savannah. Hey, Christopher, how you doing? My man who has the plan who can sit there and pick up the world. Christopher, he sits there and he deadlifts like over 600 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, he's in sumo. I mean, a huge lifter. So just kind of enjoying ourselves with the Poopies. We had a couple beers. And now we're back in the motel, sitting there relaxing. And then tomorrow we'll mosey ourselves back to Illinois. So I had a really, really good event. All 4 throws were PRs. All, even the one where I fell down. It fell down and went boom. But first throw was 133 feet, 3 inches. So I'm like, man, I'm in. Everything else is just, time to have fun. Second throw was like 126 feet and some inches. It don't matter. It was still a good throw. And then the third throw, which is on my wife's camera, so I have to get her camera so I can load it up on there, it was 137 feet. So that was the big one. But I had a huge time with it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, I'm really happy with, with the results, with the work I put in, and with the results I got. I'm extremely happy. And I met a lot of wonderful people. Really, a few of them recognized me from my videos. One goes, "Hey, you're the one that throws on the street." As soon as I got there, I said, "Yep, that's me." So nothing to complain about. Perfect weekend. So after a lifting event, or after the throwing event, the weather was perfect. And then I saw something in the Bass Pro Shop. I said, wait a minute, Bass Pro Shop, they've got great places to eat. And there was Uncle Buck's Grill. So we stopped there. And yes, that was some good food. So we ate there, drove out here to Savannah, Illinois, got a room here at Days Inn. And then we went to Poopy's Pub, which is a big biker place. They had a Metallica band there, which I've got, I think, one video up. I'll have a few more up later on. And that they had a Metallica band, a pretty good band, and we had a good time. I was like, man, what a day. We heard the day started at, we were up at 5:30 a.m. So we've been up for 18 hours, baby. 18 hours. We've been getting it. So we're gonna sit there. I got a free internet, so I said, why not do Midnight Madness? But the internet at home just till Elon Musk, Elon, come on, give me Starlink, so I can get internet. Until then, it's kind of just sitting out there. But everybody who did join in on the live stream, I appreciate it. I'm going to have to rewatch it tomorrow so I can see who was there. Because it was so bright, that I couldn't see anything on the screen. I mean, I know Michael was on there. I know Lone Prepper was on there. I know Lord Eagle was on there. Yeah, Tamiel was on there. I know some other people on there too, but I just want to make sure I watch it so I can give everybody, the thanks that did sit there and join in. So I do appreciate that. Midnight Madness and beyond. Really, really happy with my throws. I ended up with my best throw was 137 feet. That's almost 15 feet more than I did last year. And then I'm going to Pittsburgh next month for nationals. Unfortunately, everybody was there. None of them are going to nationals, so that was kind of a bummer because I met some great people. Bob and Brian and Morris, and I think two other Bobs. Just really some really great people in that, and glad we had the opportunity to meet them. That's one of the things I like about doing about this type of events is you meet wonderful people. And I mean, this whole event was just boom. Everybody was so supportive, and we had a really good time. I will probably make sure I do this every year, at least Iowa, even though it's almost a 5-hour drive here. It was 5 hours on the road to get here. When you talk about pit stops and all that stuff, it was about 5 hours.
And then we drove
3 hours, yeah, 3 hours back to get here in Savanna, Illinois. But there's this really cool place called Poopy's Bar, which we went out and I got some videos on there. Yeah, thanks, Christopher. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, I mean, Christopher, I appreciate you always sitting there. You're always there for every video I do. You're always coming on everything I put out there. I do appreciate that. It is huge. Just can't give you enough thanks for that. And then same thing with you and your deadlifts, just huge. I mean, keep it going. You're killing it. Absolutely. Because he was starting up at the 500s when he first started. Knows me now. He's in the 600s.
Wow.
That's more than I can deadlift. I can't deadlift that much. So yeah, it's a perfect day. I mean, really, it was. The weather was perfect. Wasn't too hot. Wasn't too cold. The rain held off. I don't think rain ever happened. And we do need rain. And all 4 of my throws were personal bests. So I mean, none of my throws were less than what I threw last year. So I was really, really happy about that. And I had to make an adjustment because here I'm at a professional throwing field, and it was professional, and I could tell I was throwing everything way, 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 way to the left. So I had to make an adjustment, and I think that helped me. 625 sumo, that is huge. Boom. 625 would stay on the ground with me. I'm telling you, my best is 495 twice. Every time I try to do 500, well, it just didn't get there. It's got those limitations. But I got to appreciate somebody who sits there and does better. Christopher, 625 is huge. Even when at one time you say, I made a mistake. It was 615, it wasn't 625. It don't matter. It's still huge. I mean, it's over 600 pounds. That's a lot of weight. And keep up the great work. You should be proud of yourself. You really should. So we're here at the motel. I got my Pseudo Sue IPA that I don't got to drive. And we'll get up in the morning. We'll have breakfast somewhere. Might be here, or just we might find a nice restaurant. And then middle of the afternoon, we'll be Utica and stuff like that, where there's some good grocery stores. So we'll probably do some serious shopping. But today was definitely a wonderful, wonderful day. Can't complain. It just everything went so smooth. Everything went the way everything I did, all the work I put forth, all the effort I put forth, I threw the distance I wanted to. So that was great. 137 feet in competition. I am really happy with that. So now I've got Pittsburgh in July. So, there's 4 weeks. I'll be in July doing the same thing, and hopefully I'll be able to fling in a couple more feet. But I'm really happy with everything the way it went. Just when you sit and you put the effort and the time and everything turns out the way you want it to, you just can't complain. I mean, that's just wonderful. It doesn't always happen that way, but when it does, it's a great thing. I want to sit there and give a shout out to a lot of my subscribers who have really been behind me since day one. Christopher, you definitely are one of them. Michael at the Body Beatdown is definitely one. Miss Worm, Lone Prepper, Arc Wildman Survival. John at Prepper Nation. Rudy at Alaska Prepper. Jason at the Angry Prepper. You all have really, really supported this channel since you got to know me, and I do appreciate that because you didn't have to, but you did, and I really appreciate that. Northern Girl Hobbies, Casey Power. Oh yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to Montana to see my daughter next week. In Montana, then we're going to Glacier National Park, and then when I come back, I'm going to start doing the powerlifting. Can't give that up. Gotta do that too. So absolutely, Chris, we're doing the powerlifting again. And then, like I said, a couple more shout outs to Casey Little Owl with the supplements and that. I'm breathing better. I'm far more healthier because of some of the things that I've learned on that channel. And just everybody supported this channel with your positive comments and your thumbs up and all that good stuff. I do appreciate it. It's why I do it. I mean, I'm not doing it for the money because I don't make enough money. I make $30-$40 a month. But what I get is I get a lot of people saying, "Hey, I just sumo lift 625. I just did this. I just did that. And that's what I like. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Evening. Got your drum set going. That's pretty cool. So I have a buddy who does bass guitar, and I have no musical talents, but my wife's pretty good with a guitar. So I figure we'll get her in a new band, which is going to be called the Beatdowns. But big shout out to Michael. Michael is a hard-working individual. Sit there, he's fighting to a lot of things that most people would just sit there and give up. Oh, I can't do it because of this. Can't do it because of that. Can't do it because he does it anyway. He has bad knees. He has a bad back. He has bad elbows. He lifts. He pushes through it anyway, and he motivates me because he never makes excuses. Never does. And And that's the type of people I want to sit there and get to know. You rise or you fall to the level you hang with, and it's true. So if you hang with people who are better than you, so I came out here because I knew there was a guy who could throw further than me. I came out here so I could watch him throw. People go, why do that? It's because you only get better when you sit there and compete against somebody who's better than you. You don't get better when you compete against somebody who's not as good as you because it never pushes you. And a lot of times you got to push yourself, and Michael, that's one thing that you do and I do, but we do, kind of feed off each other, and I appreciate that because, sometimes you're like, even I'm going, oh man, why am I doing this? Well, I keep pushing it. Well, I can step back and I take a look and I go, well, this is why I do it. I'm at Senior Olympics, and everybody I talk to, and a lot of them from my videos, and everybody was supportive, and everybody had a story. Everybody, I mean, the one officer I met, Lieutenant Colonel in the Army, had both knees replaced in December. Both of them replaced in December. And he's out there throwing discus and shot put. I'm like, wow, I gotta change my opinion of officers because he impressed me. He's a very good man. His wife was there, his daughter was there, very good people, and he had his knees replaced in December, and he's out there throwing. So when people, well, you shouldn't do that. You should stop. I said because here's a guy who had every excuse not to sit there and compete, and he came out and competed. And another guy goes, yeah, I just had my surgery 6 weeks ago, but I'm going to come out here. I'm going to throw anyway. That is the type of people you meet at these events, and that's what that just feeds into what I'm saying. Just get in the gym and lift. Just go out there and throw. Just go out and run. Just go out and walk. Just go, go, go. And they were like the perfect example of it. And I give a huge shout out for everybody here at the Iowa Senior Games. I mean, you all were awesome. Seriously, I met so many people there. Yeah, watch everybody working so hard, everybody competing so hard, and it's like, yep, that's the way you need to do it, and that's the way it should be. You know, right? You can't stop. And they're like, and Michael, you say it the best. Hey, this is my journey. If you got nothing positive to say, then just move on down the road. Because I know you and I both had that conversation about in the fitness industry, there's so many people, putting negative things out that shouldn't. Like, dude, if you can't do it, shut the hell up. Just move down the road. He can. He's pushing 100-pound weights. Boom, he's doing them full reps. I don't care what you say; those are full reps. Don't get me the rep police. Those were full reps. And even though he's pushing more weight than me, that's right. He's doing it. I can do more this way. He can do more that way. Somebody can do more this way. Everything is good. And that's the way it should be. Everybody should be supporting everyone. Everybody should be encouraging everyone to do better. And that's what I really liked about this meet is I met like 6 individuals and they were just awesome. They really were. Well, even though, I had both my knees replaced, here I am throwing. Well, even though I got an ankle that's all shut up, I'm here throwing. Here I just had 4 screws put in my shoulder. I'm here throwing. Like, man, if this wasn't the perfect McMeans kind of fitness video, I don't know. Because here these guys are fighting more things than I am. And I have been for. I ain't gonna lie. I'm 62 years old. I have no issues. Everything is firing. Everything is going the way it should be. And
I don't know about the brain.
Well, well, since you know about the brain, but the physical side, I'm doing fine.
Just
And but I appreciate the ones who are not and still do it. Yes, my back it hurts, but I still lift. My elbows still hurt, but I still lift. My knees hurt, but I still walk. And that's what we need to be encouraging. Like, well, why is taking jabs? She go, and that's what we should be. We should be about encouraging us to do the best we can. I mean, I think, since I've been doing this, I think Chris was up like almost 100 pounds on his damn deadlift. And that is huge. I mean, really. And Michael, he just nailed 460 pounds. And that's huge. I mean, it really is. And especially when people, well, you're at an age, you probably shouldn't do, you probably shouldn't. I said, listen, the only person that stops you is you. And that's it when it comes down to it. The only thing that actually stops you is yourself. Not saying you're not going to have sit there and fallbacks. Not saying you're going to have sit there and highs and lows, because you are. That's natural. But the only person that truly stops you from getting your goals is yourself. And Michael, I've had that talk, and you keep going. You keep going. I mean, you're boom. 460, huge. That's a lot of weight. I don't, Christopher, 625. Big, huge. I mean, that's just great stuff. So, and that's what we need to do. We need to encourage each other, and we need to push each other, to the next level. And I got my computer plugged into the power thing, so I don't worry about it dying. I don't know at what point it did die. I'm going to have to watch the live stream tomorrow when it reloads. And Michael, you were hitting those drums. So I do have a guitar at home, the wife, and a bass guitar, the daughters. But it's nice. It's been a big full day. Christopher, thank you, and Christopher, I think I really appreciate you being here all the time, and you are. I mean, you're on every video. You're commenting on every video, and I appreciate that, because that's you. And Michael is the same way. You're on every video. You're commenting on every video, and that's huge too. Our band's coming together. Yep. Because I want to learn to play the guitar. I could do it before. So, honey, you gonna be our guitar player? Michael bought a drum set. Now we need a guitar player. My daughter, she picked up, like ukulele, and all of a sudden she could play it. And then she got a bass. And she got the bass drum, and she could play it. Or not the bass drum, the bass guitar. She's a genius. She just, boom, I can do it. Go, you can do it. And I think Mrs. Worm got the band name down, the Beat Downs. Get it? Beat Downs? Boom, ching. It could happen. This could be a start. 20 years from now, we have our millions of dollars. Well, this is where it all started. But you're right, and she is. She's a wonderful, wonderful person, and I just love her stories. The way she reads is just unreal. And then when she did the H.P. Lovecraft story. I'm like, oh, now she just moved to the next level. I got my kids watching or reading H.P. Lovecraft. I said she just leveled up, and then of course, being English and Monty Python and all that stuff. She's just a wonderful young lady. I know. So you're like, so you're saying I'm an 87-year-old man? Run, Michael, run. I'm going, good advice. Run. But she is. And she was like one of the first ones that volunteered to be my moderator, which was, great because, she's Rudy, Alaska Prepper's moderator. And if you're not following Rudy, you should, because he's a great guy. I got some great recipes off of him. So she goes, well, I'll be your moderator. I said, oh, I guess I need one. And yeah, I'm like, cool. At the time, I think I had like 300 subscribers. I'm like, this is never going to go anywhere. And I had one video that did it. But what was funny is when I came to the field, and of course I'm wearing this shirt, advertising. The guy comes and goes, I've been watching your videos. You're throwing from the street. I'm like, oh, cool. And then he actually threw with me last year back in Illinois. I said, sure. Wait a minute, I was there. He goes, yeah, you were good. And I said, and it was such a good time. It's what I find from athletes is, we're competitive, but we're good to each other. Good athletes are. Ain't talking about the trolls on Instagram or Facebook, the idiots. I'm just talking about real athletes who are good to each other. We were like, man, what you're doing is great. Keep it up. I'm going to try to get better at it. Yep, I did. Well, the lieutenant colonel from the Army. We had some good stories. Had a really good time. And he was the guy that had both knees replaced. Like, when Mike from his knees, he goes, well, I just had both knees replaced in December. I said, you're out here throwing now? I said, I want to change my opinion of officers because that's hardcore. I said, that is hardcore. And I had to respect that. And I got to meet his wife, got to meet his daughter. They're locals. And I met one of his friends who was a local. And other people were talking to me, and they're talking to my wife. And it was just a very good time. It was well worth the trip. Right, baby? You got to. You've got to keep expanding yourself. You got to keep driving yourself. You got to keep trying to make yourself better. You really do. Like I said, I threw almost 15 feet further than I did last year. I am so stoked about that. It was a full day. We were on the road at 6:30 a.m. We actually left on time. I know, it was crazy. Actually left on time. That never happened. It happened today. So, that set the whole mood for the whole day. Everything was going to go good after that because, we broke the mold. Got in Des Moines about 11:30. And then I actually, Des Moines, Illinois. They were. I was getting a little more speed going, and a little more oomph there at the end. Yeah, that's another thing. I really appreciate the feedback from y'all because that kind of helped reaffirm what I was doing. I'm watching the videos and I'm thinking, man, I thought I was spinning faster than that. I thought I was doing better than that. I thought, he goes, well, we've been watching it for a while and you're doing better. And that helped. I do appreciate that. I got about 3 weeks to get ready for Pittsburgh. And if I can throw a couple more feet than I did today in Pittsburgh, I will be a happy camper because you start getting in the 130s, 140s. That's actually pretty respectable distance. For us old farts. But I definitely had to make a correction, and I don't know if I let's see. Usually I would be like on this side, and I'd be throwing, and I'd be going off to the right. Well, I had to come over here, so I wasn't going off to the left. So I had to really increase my spin because I'm not spinning off the road. I'm spinning off a real track discus spin concrete. And it was like a whole different story. And I think that helped too. But I had to make that adjustment because first two throws, I was almost taking some kids out. I'm like, ooh, well, I'm getting a little bit more action on here because I'm not throwing on a tar and asphalt area. I'm throwing on a concrete polished area. So I had to make that adjustment. But that, I think, actually worked in my favor. Like I said, 137 feet. I am stoked. I'm like, woohoo! I'm really happy about that. But yeah, I just wanted, this live stream really is just a big thank you to everybody that joined the live stream where I couldn't see anything because now I can see everything. Before it was so sunny. I'm like, I think that's Lone Prepper. That's okay. There's Lord Eagle. I know that's him. But I couldn't see anything. It's probably going to be a little bit more because it's a national. It's probably going to be bigger. Hey, there we go. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Thank you. Lone Wolf, I know you were there. People like to kind of squint and see. Oh yeah, that's him. But yeah, I'm sure that it will be. And this one was running very well. It was running much better than the one in Illinois was. And there was a guy who threw with me in Illinois. He was there. But yeah, making that one adjustment and getting even like I said, coming over here and getting more of the spin, I think really helped me with my distance. Yeah, I couldn't do it on the road, but I made that correction, and that probably another 5 feet. At least on my first throw, it was 133 feet 3 inches. I mean, it's like boom. I've already busted this thing by almost 11 feet. Like, damn. I said everything else is going to be fun. And they all got a chuckle when I fell down. I just kind of sat there and go, okay, I'm going to wait for when the kids come here and help me out. He said, well, you didn't fall out of the ring, so it's still a good throw. I said, you really? He goes, no, you didn't come out of the ring. I said, all right. You okay? I said, no, I'm fine. Yeah, I just lost my balance. Hey, Milo says hello. Tell Milo hello to him, too. I see him on some of the other ones. They came in. I caught him on that. So we'll find out who everybody did show up on the live stream because I couldn't see a lot of people, so I know I need to reach out and thank a lot of people. There we go. I ain't turning in my kilt. That's not happening. And I'm wearing my kilt. That's all I'm wearing is my kilt. So we will be coming out there, out by y'all in November. With my godson's out there. He's getting to be a monster. So we want to go out there for Thanksgiving. So we'll have to sit there and have some coffee or something, right? But we'll be in the area. And that'll be a good time. But yeah, I'll tell you, like I said, I'm thanking everybody who showed up. Funny, got a shirt just like the one you're wearing. Well, you got to advertise. And it's funny because when when I first got there, somebody goes, "Wait a minute, you're the one that throws off the road. I've been watching your videos." And he was, in his 70s. Well, I've been watching your videos. You're the one that throws off your road. I said, "Yeah, that's me." So it's like I'm going to these events and people actually know who I am from my videos. So that's wild. Well, Michael, you need to crash and make sure you get at least 6 hours sleep. Remember this thing about big purple blue mushrooms. They'll do it. That's what I do. Yeah. So my godson and a bunch of his friends, we're going to come out there. We're going to move the the freedom field a little back a little bit more, so we can have a little bit that of, of freedom seed practice. That's going to be at the end of the month. Those I'll probably post on my farms and prepping. But yeah, I know you got the uh, lower and upper and all that other good stuff, and that's what freedom's all about. And that's what security is all about. Unfortunately, there are some people are just clueless on that. And you know, sheep will be sheep. That's all I got to say. Not going to happen here. But we're here about talking about things, happy things, not about who killed who. There's one thing I liked about the one Lieutenant Colonel Ricardo Lieutenant Colonel I met is when I fell down. I said, "Ah, it's just a flesh wound." And he's like, "Oh, it's a flesh wound." He understood the Monty Python part of it. There you go. I had a Lilo 20 gauge shotguns. My buddy and I used to, we'd shoot a couple hundred rounds, we'd reload them. Next day, rinse and repeat. That's how we got good. Practice, practice, practice. But I do appreciate y'all sitting there. Michael, get some sleep. Ray, thanks for dropping in. Christopher, keep up your deadlift and you're killing it. There you go. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be good stuff. I'm sure it will be. It's going to be good stuff. So, Ray, Christopher, Michael, y'all have a wonderful night. And I will sit there and try to talk to you guys next time I have a signal. All right. So here, me and Sky's Fitness. I am going to be out of here.